we have 753 divided by 5. So we're going to, since we only have a one-digit number, this should be a little bit easier, a one-digit number on the outside. So I always want to start with the first number I have and see how many times 5 can go into it. So 7 is larger than 5. So, and I know my math facts pretty well. So I think the 5 can only go into 7 one time. So I'm going to put 1 at the top because 1 times 5 is 5. So I'm going to put 5 underneath. 7 minus 5, because our next step is to subtract after we multiply. 7 minus 5 is 2. Now, remember, step number 4 is very important. I need to bring down the next number. My next number is 5. All right, so now I need to repeat this step, and I need to figure out how many times 5 can go into 25. Again, I know my facts very well, so I know that 5 can go into 25 5 times. And if you didn't know that, you can count by 5s. And so we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So I'm going to put 5 up here. So I divided. Now I'm going to multiply. 5 times 5, we already established, is 25. 25 minus 25 is 0. Because 5 minus 5 is 0, and 2 minus 2 is 0. Now, I'm not done because I have another number in 753. So I need to bring down the 3 and then repeat. So I need to figure out how many times 5 can go into 3. Well, I'm not a genius or anything, but I don't think 5 can go into 3 at all because 5 is greater than 3. If 5 is greater than 3, then I'm just going to put a 0 up top. So I'm going to put 0. So I figured out how many times 5 can go into 3, and that's 0 times. Now I need to multiply. 0 times 5 is 0. And then now I can subtract. 3 minus 0 is 0. 0 minus nothing is 0. No, it's not. Y'all, why didn't y'all tell me, Miss Soto, 3 minus 0 is 3? Y'all just letting me go ahead and get the wrong answer? 3 minus 0 is 3. So, do I have another number to bring down? I don't. So, I'm done solving, but I'm not done with my answer because I need to bring that 3 up to my quotient. So the 3 is my remainder. So our answer is 150, remainder 3. All right, next problem. We have 6 and 918. So I want to know how many times 6 can go into 918, or another way to say this is I want to divide 918 by 6. So like I did over here, I'm going to start with the first place value closest to me. 6 can go into 9 one time. Because if I went 2 times, 6 times 2 gives me 12. So that wouldn't really work out that well. So I know 6 can go into 9 one time. So I'm going to write 1 at the top. So I divided. Now I'm going to multiply. 1 times 6 is, 6. And then my next step is to subtract. 9 minus 6 is 3. and then I subtracted. So now I need to bring down my next number. The 1 goes right here. Now I need to figure out how many times 6 can go into 31. So on the side, I don't know how many times that is. So I'm always going to multiply. I'm going to multiply 6 by a random number. And I always like to start, with the number 5 because it'll give me a nice middle point of, okay, do I need to go higher or do I need to go lower? So over here, I'm going to do 6 times 5, which gives me 30. Oh, wait. That's close. That's like real close. But for like safekeeping, I'm gonna go up 1 more to see if I get any closer to 31. Just because. 6 times 6 is 36. Oh yeah, no, that won't work. Nah, that's too high. So, I know now that 6 can go into 31 5 times. So I'm gonna write 5 right up here. 5 times 6, we already did over here, and we should probably know it, is 30. Now, I'm going to subtract. 1 minus 0 is 1. 3 minus 3 is 0. But I'm not done yet because we're working with a 3-digit number in our dividend. So I'm going to have to bring down the 8 and then repeat steps 1 through 4. So now, I didn't even bring it down. I need to figure out, okay, how many times can 6 go into 18? Well, luckily for me, 6 goes into 18 perfectly evenly because 6 is a factor of 18. I know my math, so I know that. So, I'm going to put 6 right here. No, it's not 6, Miss Soto. Because I never said what number it was. See, this is what happens when you work too fast. You mess up. Work with pencils. All right, so I need to write down how many times 6 can go into 18. 6 can go into 18 3 times. So I'm going to write 3. So I divided, now I need to multiply. I need to do 3 times 6, which gives me 18. And then subtract. 8 minus 8 is 0. 1 minus 1 is also 0. And I'm not worried about that 0 anymore. So I'm done solving, and I have zeroed out. I have a 0 at the end of my standard algorithm. So I don't have to write remainder 0 up there. Because 0 means nothing. So you can, if you want, you can do remainder 0, but you don't have to, and I won't for this one. So I'm just going to circle my answer, and the answer is 153. These are like these are like close to the same answers. That's why I looked. I was like, what? All right, we have one more slide to do.